Why aren't you wealthy? I'm going to tell you why. Something deep down inside you is preventing you from becoming wealthy. It's a belief. You see, we can merely speak words and say, I want to be rich. I want to have money, right? So you hear the words that are coming from my mouth. But those words don't match with my inner belief. They don't match up. I may say it, but I really don't believe it. Because if I believed it, I would have actions that would back that up. Some people say they want to have money. Like, let's say, for instance, you who are watching this camera right now, you said, I want to be rich, and you were in my presence. And I said, okay, let's go. And I said, at first, we already discovered what's your passion and everything, right? And I grab you by the hand and said, let's go. And I take you to a potential customer, right? And I said, now go tell him why he should do business with you. You probably was shaking your boots. What do you mean go tell him? Go tell that guy why he should do business with you, because now we're starting. But I'm nervous. Go tell that guy. But what if he rejects me? Or what if he says no? Or what if he whatever? Go tell that guy. You said you believe it, right? Because when you believe something, you don't care about what a person says. You know, it's funny. When I was a kid, back in my young and dumb days, we were teenagers. We used to try to pick up girls. And we had this little contest that we would do. And we'll go over there and say, hey, you know, go over there and ask that girl out, right? So you get ready to walk over there and you go do it. And then all of a sudden, you get a rejection, right? And your friends are watching you with their rejection. And you turn around and they're laughing and they're whatever. And it's a certain feeling that goes through you like, oh, I hate that. She just rejected me. Like, why did then you start asking yourself a question, why did I even go over there and do that in the first place? Now I feel like, oh, jiggly and bad inside or whatever. No. That was the best thing can happen, because there could have been a number of reasons why she rejected you. Maybe you were too forceful. Maybe you weren't attractive enough. Maybe you just caught her at a bad moment. You don't know what it is. But that doesn't mean you should stop. Right? That feeling that you get inside when you receive that rejection, when that customer tells you, no, I don't want it, or whatever it may be, that feeling that goes through you is a great feeling. You know what that is? That's the feeling of growth. You have an opportunity at that moment to move through it and grow. But we feel that feeling and we think, oh, it's just so miserable. Oh, he just told me no, and now I feel embarrassed. No. That's the feeling of growth. The feeling of growth is when you're in a room and everyone else is smarter than you and they ask you a question and you give them a dumb answer, because it's not a dumb answer. It's just that's the level you're at. And that feeling that comes across you and you're like, oh, I feel like the dumbest guy in the room, is the feeling of growth. I know it sounds strange and it hurts and it feels bad. It's the feeling of growth, because growth is an uncomfortable feeling. That's what it is. It's not a comfort feeling like, oh, that felt great. No, that's reward. After growth first, then you get the reward. You got to go through that period where you are struggling. You got to go through that. I saw 2 kids today. These kids have been counted out, and I'm going to leave my video with this. They grew up, I think it was a single-parent home. No, it wasn't a single-parent home. It was just a bad neighborhood. The family refinanced 5 times to send these kids, have these kids have lessons. And they're twin brothers. No, they're not twin brothers. They're brothers. And then one said, how did he become great? And he said this guy practiced so many hours, it was ridiculous. He never put his instrument down. And now they're playing with the likes of Yo-Yo Ma and classical music. They're known all the world. They were debuted on TV today. You know, it's the practice. It's getting in there, not really knowing how are you going to do it, but just trying over and over. Oh, made a mistake. Get back in there. Made a mistake. Get back in there. It's time today. Start matching your belief with your inner belief. Don't just do the lip service. It's time to try it. Failure is okay. I'm giving you the permission. It's okay. Let's get going. So with that said, guys, thank you guys for watching this channel. Please subscribe. And until next time, signing off.